Check here! It's your boy Fist in his house, bringing another great edition of Call of Duty Ghost Media, because that's what I do. Look at this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 8, 9 piece. No. Ground War Domination. No, Ground War Team Deathmatch. On your favorite map, Chasm. Chasm, whatever. I think it's Chasm, yep. Anyways, I wanted to cover this, the Mtar X. You know, I think a lot of people don't read the descriptions on these weapons. You look at the Mtar X, it says SMG mobility with assault rifle type damage. But it has a shitty iron sights. So, I mean, it doesn't have the super long range as an assault rifle, but it has more than a medium to short range of an SMG. And with the muzzle brake on it for longer distance, I think it pretty much covers the assault rifle category. You know, I was really hoping that the other SMGs were halfway decent, but because of the limited range on the majority of your SMGs, like the Vector Online is a great SMG. And then this weapon too is not bad. It really deals the pain and puts them down. Now, depending on if you want to use rapid fire, like I like using rapid fire with the silencer on the Vector, because that weapon kills. It's already got 45 damage, and I don't think you lose too much damage on the silencers. So overall, if you're looking for that weapon that you can kill people with and know that it's going to kill people, and you're on the Xboxone, obviously, then you're playing Ground War. You definitely want to look into this weapon. I really don't use this weapon unless I'm playing. This is like my go-to weapon if we're in a domination situation on Ground War and the other team's pushing my team around, because I mostly play Call of Duty Ghost solo, mostly. I mean, 98, 97% of the time. There's a couple times I play with Gumby. I don't know if you remember him, but that's about it. And then Mark J, of course. Yeah, I forgot to mention him as well. Shout outs to Mark J. But this Mtar X is basically the Mtar assault rifle that they moved to the SMG. And now it's an SMG class, but it looks like an assault rifle. You could, like I said, I think it hits really hard for an SMG. I think the sound has to do with everything. If you like the way a certain weapon sounds, then you'll love the weapon. Like, I'm gonna do a video next on the Fist 2 channel where I cover the SVU, and this time I'm not using a silencer on it, and I love the way it sounds. Really slow, but I love the way it sounds. Now on this SMG, you'll get to the point where in the beginning you will hate the iron sights. The iron sights on this SMG are the worst out of all the SMGs. But the trade-off is this: if you can learn to work with them and not really let it affect your vision, I really don't look. Here's how I can help you get around it. Try not to look at the iron sight. Try to look in front of the iron sights, and that way you're not impeded by the vision of this, because you don't want to waste a point on the red dot. Because if you put a red dot on it, and another thing too, don't ADS unless you have to. Like ADSing with the Mtar X, wait until you got that person in your sights, line them up visually first, and then line up the sights. They help you get better with the iron sights on that weapon, and that way you don't have to spend the point on there. But some weapons you just have to use the red dot. Like for me, I think the marksman. I think the marksmans, you have to have a red dot on them, especially if you're using stalker, because you gotta be able to track people and be able to take them down. So, anyways, I think between the Vector and this weapon are the two best SMGs as far as range and damage, and that's what it comes down to. See, here's the thing. And I would like to talk more about it. I wish they would balance them out and just give slightly little differences in the weapons, but they don't. There's like huge disparity in the weapons for the SMGs, and a lot of them are just terrible. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this commentary. Until next time, it's your boy Fist. Peace. I'm out. And don't forget to check out Fist 2. Links, all the links are in the description below. Appreciate all your guys' views. Until next time, I'm out here. Peace.